In 2015, by a special law, the Russian Federation has created a free port of Vladivostok. This new economic area now covers a significant territory and includes all ports of the southern part of Primorsky Krai. The law on the free port of Vladivostok assumes a one-stop shop approach for border crossing procedures and a 24/7 operational mode of functioning of the border crossing points. By using a mechanism of preliminary notification, foreign economic agents literally receive a green corridor for border crossing. A newly introduced simplified visa scheme implies that all foreigners can now receive an 8-day visa to enter Russian Federation right at the border. Besides, a duty-free scheme for residents presupposes a tax-free import and consumption of foreign goods. On top of that, there are provisions for normalization and reduction of administrative loads for the business enterprises. This regulation also provides for reduction of duration of inspections and compulsory approval of these inspections by the Ministry of Development of the Russian Far East. The residents of the free port of Vladivostok are offered tax exemptions along with the concessions for insurance fees. For a duration of 5 years, they become tax-exempt for income tax, property and real estate tax, and also receive significant privileges to pay insurance fees. The law on the free port of Vladivostok is designed for expansion of trans-border trade, for development of transportation infrastructure, and for integration of the region into the global logistics networks. The territory of the free port of Vladivostok incorporates Primorye 1 and Primorye 2 transpiration corridors, which facilitate a short-distance sea access to the economies of the neighboring Chinese provinces. According to the experts, the development of the free port of Vladivostok will generate hundreds of thousands of new employment opportunities and will raise the living standards and encourage economic growth of the whole Far Eastern Federal District. Special Advanced Economic Zones represent the new type of free economic zones. This concept is supposed to minimize risks and increase investors' profits in the Russian Far East. How are the risks minimized? Any inspection of an ASEZ, Advanced Special Economic Zone resident, by controlling officials, whether pre-planned or unscheduled, has to be approved by the Ministry for Development of the Russian Far East. Thus, the state can offer sovereign defender services to any ASEZ resident, and even represent the resident in court if necessary. Besides, administrative risks are significantly reduced by offering investors a one-contact service delivered by the managing company of ASEZ. An investment project is practically backed up from its start until the actual implementation by a joint project team with its investor. All permits and other related documents are obtained expeditiously in centralized mode, which reduces the period of process implementation. What increases investment profitability? During the first 5 years, investors will be exempt from land and property tax, and from profit tax for 5 years since the first profit will be earned. Investors will pay 0% import and export duties and 0% VAT on imported goods if they are meant for further processing. Investors will also pay 7.6% insurance rate instead of the 30% for 10 years. Besides this, investors will obtain land on favorable terms, while the infrastructure will be built at the state's expense. Free custom zone regime, expedited VAT refunding procedure, we offer all conditions that would help increase investment profitability. All these advantages make Advanced Special Economic Zone an attractive platform for investors. Experts of the Ministry for the Development of the Russian Far East have conducted thorough field audits of the entire territory of the Far East and selected the platforms that are most attractive for investors in terms of logistics, location, proximity to the markets and human resources, among many that were proposed. Right now, 9 Advanced Special Economic Zones in 6 regions of the Far Eastern Federal District are approved and being established in Primorsky region, in Khabarovsk region, in Amur region, in Kamchatka region, in Chukotka district and Republic of Yakutia. ASEZ's establishment proves that state policy in regard to the Far East is changing existing trends and creating a new reality. Within several years, everyone will be able to see the results of this work, an increase of real earnings of the population, improved social climate, and development of the modern infrastructure. Everything that seemed so far away to the residents of the Russian Far East is now becoming a reality. Russian Far East is one of the richest regions of the country. Diversity of its timber, gas, oil, mineral and biological resources is impressive. Availability of these natural resources enables initiation of large-scale investment projects that are very important for the development of what we call a macro region. To ensure the efficient implementation of these initiatives, a system of investment projects, selecting and providing them with infrastructure support in the Far East, has been set up on a governmental level. Criteria for selecting investment projects that seek subsidies have been determined. In accordance with these criteria, investment projects seeking state support are selected through clear and transparent procedure. Currently, 6 investment projects are awaiting state subsidies to start infrastructure development. A total amount of 13 billion rubles were granted for these purposes. This financial support made the implementation of the projects of 128 billion rubles total cost real. In the near future, the Ministry for the Development of the Russian Far East plans to select new investment projects that seek state subsidies for the establishment of the necessary infrastructure.